What's up, YouTube? Part 2 of Ghostface Killah, Clientele Part 2, Video Part 2. Y'all feel me? We got too many Part 2s out here, but we're gonna get straight back to it. The track that we were left off was Rap Kingpin. So I really did a video reaction to this. We're gonna let it ride for a little bit. If anything, I'm gonna check out the music video.
Hold on. Let me get my Dapper Dan on. Hold on. It's your boy DJ Top Boogie. We're going back to Staten Island on this one. Stay with the projects. Supreme Clientele.
So is that where they're from? They're from Staten Island, because he's been mentioning Staten Island the whole time. You know, he talks about going back multiple times in the record so far.
The most valuable. Balls out of clap you. Black British walkers with diamonds in the tassels. Cascade kids rock more glass and a splash you. My goon down project got a Tony Stark statue. I'm like money old 20s. Gold mouthful of fronts. We in the Swiss Alps. Fucking mad snow bunnies. Syringe wrap. 40 bundles of smack. I seen lawyers get strung. They started off with the crack. The plug sent me 10 bricks. I sent all of them back. So they sent me half 100. Had to get them on that. I got my Cameron gun. Rubber grip with the pink nozzle. Skate routes. Dirt bikes. Moving like Chavo. Bulletproof Spalding goggles. Cop killer hollows. Fuck around and get the whole shell like a taco.
The music video is cool, man. The music video is very basic as far as like a rap video goes, but like, you know, it's super cool seeing like all these OGs coming together, swagging themselves out for a music video, you know.
Yo, yeah, Ghost is global, classic soulful. Teddy pinned the grass on wax with the nasty vocals. Penthouse, doorknob drawers and the floors is opal. Diamond shade rules, the indoor pool is purple, superb like bird and magic. A real deep thinker with silk words that's smoother than virgin fabric. And them two-tone gummies, I'm the first to have it.
Rap Kingpins, the music video was cool, you know. It's always nice to see like old people. Whoa, don't get a hey, Wu-Tang. I'm playing, all right? What I mean is, it's always nice to see OG people coming together, you know, dressing up, you know, still having that childish spirit of just, you know, having to swag out, you know, yeah, and even the women look fine too. Track 13 is a skit, it's a sell of the century.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get ready for the Supreme Clientele Show with your hilarious host, Dave Chappelle.
Hey, yo, Dave is a GOAT, bro. Dave Chappelle. It goes Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams. And if I have to pick a third funny guy, Adam Sandler. I'm gonna give it to Adam Sandler just to be, you know, just to have a little, you know, little mixture in there. Cause you know, it's crazy. There's not a lot of Latino goats in Latin community or in comedy. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of Latinos that do like comedy really well. I mean, you could say George Lopez, but I feel like George Lopez is like, he's really not that funny, you know? But I feel like, you know, Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams are the two goats, the two like overall goats. I'm gonna throw in Kevin Hart in there, Chris Tucker. I've seen their specials. I just think that with Kevin Hart, don't get me wrong, Kevin Hart's a funny ass dude. If anything, it goes Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, and Kevin Hart. I just feel like Kevin Hart has like this thing about him that we're gonna either find out very soon or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't trust him.
What is the first thing a brother does when he wakes up in the hood in the morning? Again, what is the first thing a brother does when he wakes up in the hood in the morning?
Y'all got it.
Roll a spliff. Like, roll up. It has to be roll up. If it's not rolling up, then maybe pray. I don't know if that your culture be praying, so I don't know.
All right, let's see if you got the answer.
I'ma pray to the brown Jesus.
Nigga, you lied. You gonna eat that 1980s pussy.
That is correct.
Hey, yo, first thing I do in the morning,
All right, then yeah, that would make sense. You know, eating some pussy in the morning. Yeah, that makes sense.
I scratch my balls, make sure it's two of them there, and I thank my Lord and Savior that we still here.
He is correct.
I'ma light a Newport 100, smack my bitch, and have her make me some scrambled eggs.
Correct.
Don't put pork on my shit, bitch.
I'ma put a porn on the VCR, beat my meat, so I can be light on my feet, you heard? That ass.
He is correct.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I just wake up and just go clean my gun.
That is correct.
I'll be in the bathroom with the pot mouth cleaning my hair massage.
All right, y'all. So real quick before we get to the next song with that sell of the century, you know, I get it. It's a comedy skit. I get that. You know, it's very much, you know, obviously a joke, but you know, it is a joke hidden as real truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a joke hidden in disguise, because, you know, Dave Chappelle is joking, but, you know, that culture does wake up, and like, you know, it's usually violence, drugs, woman. You know, I mean, he was talking crazy about a bitch just now. He was talking about smacking the bitch. He said, no pork on my eggs, bitch. You know, like shit like that shouldn't be celebrated. But I understand it's a skit. I understand it's comedy. I'm just saying that, you know, as we grow up older, I feel like that should be left apart from hip hop. Say what you want. Say it's culture. Say it's like it's Bennett on hip hop. But like, you know, not everything that's from hip hop is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can also leave this behind and try to be better. But, you know, again, I get it. It's a skit. It's a skit. I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Guys, called The Trial. This one features Raekwon, Method Man, and GCA.
Hey, yo, slide like that reaper. While I put together this footage. What up?
Yo, Paul Francesca, son.
Yeah.
Stop playing, man. For real, man.
All day.
Tell you something, man. Hold up, man.
Order in the court. There will be no fooling wing in my courtroom. Tony Starks, Raekwon. Are you ready to start trial? Drawing pictures in the courtroom like he ain't got me. I know he got me.
Sketch artist, put down his pen and look at the guard.
The DA with his DNA was all in the scar.
Exhibit A, the last gun they found that was marked. Traced back from Panama.
The old man on his farm. The courts was silent. All evidence was presented. Gave him a minute. Think he might like it and say it.
You fake Viking. Heard you like fighting with weapons. You like catting them. From Queens, take a life in a second.
Hey, I like that. He said, you fake Vikings. Heard you liked fighting with a weapon. At least from the history that I know about Vikings, I mean, they will use swords and spears and shit, but most of Vikings would like to get down with hands only, just like straight, raw fighting spirit. So, you know, that's kind of cool to say, you know, you're a fake Viking. You know, you're claiming to be a Viking. You're claiming to be also powerful warrior, but you're using something like a gun, which is, you know, a life can be taken like that with a gun. There's no honor in that.
I can get you 40, 80 to the extreme.
My lawyer leaned over, said, don't worry about a thing. Order in the court. Order in the court. Order.
I also do like the way that they're using the court and trial as like metaphors for the rap. You know what I mean? Like here, they're talking about Exhibit A, Exhibit B, you know, the guns, the you know, he's talking about the back and forth between his lawyer. Another thing I peep is that this song sounds like something that would drop together, like old school Wu-Tang right here. This one gave me that first album that I reacted to, Cream, I think it is called. But regardless though, this is by far a very old school type of song right here.
Counsel, if you cannot control your client, I will find them in contempt. Tired of this shit.
Listen, will our defense team believe the evidence is not permissible?
It should be considered a mistrial just over principle.
Due to the fact there's no audio and no visuals,
And the informant you have is a career criminal.
objection, Your Honor.
Objection overruled, you may proceed.
Cause it was Mr. Sanchez that got caught with the 30 keys. And the rest of Mr. Starks as he waits for his plea. The courtroom got quiet as the stenographer reads.
This is a case of major players and bricklayers. Man up in baggage claim approaching the conveyor. Narcotic sniffing dogs. They checked his luggage. The transporter under pressure and losing his courage. Red flag sounded off a bell that rang louder. His phone was losing service. Suspect getting nervous. He held his head down and said, Lord, I don't deserve this. All they wanted was a name and his connect. His boss to save house and locations that they could catch. Then he began to sing like a caged bird, whispering important details as he gave his word.
Not guilty.
Nice. So by the end of the song, they were not guilty by the charges. Let's go. So yeah, overall, how I feel about this song is you know, very old school, very storytelling. That's for sure. It's that their pen game was more focused on getting the story together. Of course, of Raekwon and Ghostface, Method Man, all of them are in trial, and you have like people going back and forth. You know, given the guilty side of things and also them defending. So very, very interesting track right there. It's very cool seeing all the Ghostface or all the Wu-Tang members coming together, you know, or not all of them, but most of them in here. The next song we got is called Love Me Anymore, featuring the Nas, the GOAT, the rap GOAT himself. Let's see.
We're gonna keep this going.
I've been waiting for this one.
DJ Top Boogie.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah. No Ghostface. Okay. Here we go. No Nas. Yeah. Yo. We used to run up in jewelry stores, lay up in malls, kids shopping looking for the fruit flavor for lost. Switch rolls, surround sound gun that was made by Bose.
crazy. Okay, so Nas opened up here. We used to run up jewelry stores, laid up in malls, kicking, chopping, looking for them fruit flavor. Yeah, I'm not a rap English major, so I don't know what they mean by balors. I don't know what that is, but man, like just Nas, man, just hearing Nas just gives me like hope that we're probably gonna get a Nas album by either the end of 2025 or the beginning of 2026. Now, obviously, I'm just can't say that word either. I'm just guessing that that's what's gonna happen, but it just gives me hope, man. Every time I hear Nas, it's like sitting down and having to listen to your older uncle, or maybe, you know, your the new grandpa, you know, somebody who was a father and just became a grandpa type of thing, and they're sitting down, they're like, man, let me tell you something, young one, and they're always got something to say. That's how I feel when I listen to Nas, you know. So I like this beat.
Just a vacancy. I don't live here anymore.
Life grows on me. Every other day I have a whoa moment. How the hell I end up?
Okay, I confused the beginning with Nas. I don't think Nas was the guy in the beginning. My bad. Ghostface was talking in the beginning. Now Nas is about to come in, bro. My bad. Let's continue that again. Let's go, run it back.
Life grows on me. Every other day I have a whoa moment. How the hell I end up here today? Look how I've grown moment. People are foul. How dark it get? No rhyme. A reason why you eventually get picked.
I fuck with that. The way he opened up, he said, "Life grows on me. Every other day I have the whoa moment. How the hell did I end up here? Day, look how did I end up here? Day, look how I've grown moments." Like, that's fire, man, because like that's how life should feel like for everybody. Everybody, you should be waking up a new creature, right? You're a new creature every day. You know, if you're walking with faith, obviously you know that you're a new creature every day. You know, people, you don't have to walk in faith. Just know that when you wake up, you feel different. You're a different human every single day, right? So I fuck with that. You know, he's having his whoa moments every single day, as he should. So again, let's continue.
Out spots, bang it out with your ops. Stand on my soapbox, emotions evoked. They'll get what's coming, ain't gotta do no aiming. Tell my story after I'm dead. Y'all self-incriminating. This to my nation. Black on black hatred still happens adjacent. Project 2025 mandated by Reagan. Things I think about, this hit in my pen. It's spilling out. Turquoise water swimming in cop. Hotels and really pop. I put 20 men in position. When 10 get rich, the 10 who do not, guess what they professing? Fuck y'all niggas. Ghost. What up? You know what it is.
Yo, this beat is memorizing, bro. For that track called Love Me Anymore with Nas is probably one of my favorite ones of the album so far. I mean, everything from the beat, production, vibes. I mean, like, that track just had a cool ass sample too. You know, the "You Don't Love Me Anymore," and then they shoved it down in the background. Awesome. Again, Nas doing his thing, preaching the gospel. You know what I'm saying? Preaching the Nas gospel. So again, I can't do no wrong with that one. The next song we got here is called Soul Thing. Soul Thing.
Yo, wait, yeah. About to eat this. Fire, nigga. I know what it is, nigga. Need 100 cameras in this case. Back in this bitch. Who got matches? Who got matches? What's that now? Batman capes, Egyptian signs on the scale. Diet smothered their frosted flakes. Trap house, bagging up nothing but halves and eights. Powder, with razor cuts on a porcelain plate. Fentanyl, 60 cc's be the death of y'all. Burn like ethanol, feeding for meprazole. Arabian Arabs say fuck the tariffs. You want it for yacht? I made sure it docked in Paris. And a millennium, slamming face killers on Sicilian. Throwing nothing but ball heads, wallowing Gilliam. Automatic airball whips, kick off William. Melt niggas, watching so rise like helium. Rocket baby pops in the mouth, and now it's teeth back. Bitch, how the fuck is you bougie? You drive a Nissan. Sitting at the
He said, "Bitch, how the fuck you bougie? You driving a Nissan?" That's got to be the realest thing ever, man. If you're here in America, especially in the East Coast, I don't know how the West Coast is with cars, but in the East Coast, bro, if you see a Nissan Altima or Electra or whatever, if you see a Nissan, you best believe you're either gonna get a really fast driver who's just tailgating you, like right up your ass, and you best believe, guess the color, yeah, guess the culture, guess the person who's behind that car, and they're right behind your ass, or you're gonna get the girl who's gonna get on the side and pass you, and then phew, and then they fucking flee, and then hit, and then right when they're about to flee, they make a fucking left to go to their neighborhood. Like, why do you need to go so fast? Like, real talk, why do you need to go so fast, bro? The speed limit is not a suggestion. It's the reason why the speed limit is there. It's not a suggestion, homie. It is really not, bro. And you best believe who's driving that car. I'm not gonna double down on that one because you know who's driving that car, bro. Golly, that just brought so much anger, bro. Y'all don't understand. Here in North Carolina, bro, I be driving the speed limit or a little bit faster than the speed limit. Motherfuckers want to go 90 and 80 or 100 right up your ass. And if you're slowing down, they hit you right up your ass, bro. Like, you want to fuck my car? Bro, I'm sorry, y'all. I need to calm down. Hold on. I get real passionate when it comes to the streets, okay? Because there's no reason for you to be driving that fast, bitch.
I get my feast on. Bing bong, picking up diamonds to put my piece on. Shit ain't hitting like this, so don't even bother. I blew shorty back, I went home and did Faja. 20s for the kids, 100 to the bar.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I prefer the bong over everything because, like, I feel like the bong really speaks to my childhood, my inner childhood. Because it's like playing Legos. It's like you gotta put all the pieces together and then you gotta pack it up and you gotta put it apart. And if you're really about it, you customize your bong. You might put extra pieces. You know, the eye spot, you feel me? Y'all know about the bong with the ice? Ooh, that one hits.
Yo, style my shit, homie, your fault. Dogs of all dogs. All my bitches let it fuck. Mike Tyson hooks. Bust a duck, uppercut. All these fucking diamonds in my chain. That's a clusterfuck. You and your man's bike nuts to butt. What the fuck? Keep running your mouth, I might fuck you up. I get ignorant quick, but I'm a genius. Up north, they ain't your fool, now you believe me. I seen it, like a 27-inch senior.
My man staged the whole shit, then we circled the block. We sold it back in fish scales like we work at the dock. I told my bitch to stop playing cause she twerk with the pot.
I've been pending to my GPS, circle my ops. I shit around to every shell come out the box. We top tier. Say a lot of niggas still when they drop. Spur of the moment, I'll probably whip me on your block.
Niggas can call me for a quarter every time they need to pick up. Fiend hit it once, see the vomit, hit the hiccups.
Nigga, the K hold a ladder like the fire escape. My man had a good year, moving birds out the tire place. We the Elohim, the gods of the flows, nigga. That Medellin, knock the smell out your nose, nigga. I promise try to run down on the bros, nigga.
Medellin.
Face with the feet like one of those, nigga. I'm the type to cook a bird in the crock pot. My supreme clientele had the fiends doing pop locks. Nigga is Huey Rick Newton, nigga. Really sell. Fuck the sub, say how you really feel, if it's really real.
Alright, y'all, for that track called Soul Thing, it was alright. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was definitely a track where people came together to bar up over a very nostalgic beat, if you ask me. So I'm not gonna, you know, there's nothing bad about it, but I'm also not gonna sit here and pretend like it was the greatest song of all time. The next song we got here is called Metaphys. I heard this already, did a reaction. We're gonna let it play for a little bit, and then we're gonna continue with the rest of the songs.
1, 2, 1, 2. We in the building, baby. We back. Yeah, yeah. Go. I get right to the crystal like a pistol. I would twist you. It's all about my lyrics that makes Starsky so official. Keep it real like Amos. Ladies, let it count money, sip goose while I play with your vagina. My bitch keep affrin', she got bad sinus. I bet when we being fresh, y'all can't find us. To watch the berry, I'm a zombie when I'm hairy. As a little nigga, kept the afro like I lived in Jerry. My temper may vary. Listen, money, don't come near me. Smoking is prohibited or catch the eye jammy. Cause really, you ask me, I don't care about a Grammy. Dirt smash that shit, don't give a fuck, y'all hear me? I could put my mama face on the pancake box. The young kids is in a frenzy like my nigga K-Dot. See, I don't need the sun, go stay hot. I need them 2 spaceships real quick like Ray got. And I don't wear flip-flops. Fuck if they Louis or Gucci. Picture me walking in the shits at the movies. I'm not about the feminine. Yeah, I question them. Your handshake is weak, dog. Your body on the estrogen. But anyway, I put work in like a Mexican.
So next track is called Candyland. Let's get straight to it.
The man of the hour. You have entered the dimension of Candyland with Mr. Supreme Clientele himself.
Yeah.
Give him a round of applause.
And yo, my waist play the flow. Niggas ran about the bakery. Quick grab the cupcakes. Did the go takery. Cocaine spots, the blocks looking like Candyland. White light, purple haze, beige dope, tan. Damn, I dropped my chef hat. Whipping like boy ID. Ravioli bags of weed for keys. Shots and honor me. Tootsie roll, coke blunts, roll to perfection. Now a later 8 ball, sell without question. Known
this song. It's not so bad.
Yeah. And yo, the Reverend got caught in the church with a box of perks. Little brother ran through the forest. That's a lot of work. Marshmallow, CBD jello, the weed cake sterile. 1.5 on the scale. We flooding every barrel. Bitter honey, slabs of hash, pop rock mess tabs, mushrooms, caps and stems. We got fresh bags. Pharmacies, we put them in droughts. All the noise is us. Your red blunts, we lace all the shells, just like Toys R Us. Best sellers be the Adderall, razzle dazzles. Ativan, Molly's can like it came with cashews. Yellow, green, and pretty purple promethazine. Ketamine, old school Raekwon got the amphetamine.
Joey Ranch is made out of lean. Got them online again. That's crazy. Big bucket, bro. Big bucket. Alright, y'all. The next track we got is called Lenny Green Skit.
You are in the right space. I'm Lenny Green from the Quiet Storm. And ladies, I can't put you to sleep, but I am going to put you to bed. And it is my honor to introduce you to something hot and new from my brother Ghostface Killah, who's going to elevate this vibe to a whole new different level. Ladies, I hope you have your towels. To the grown and sexy, lock in, buckle up.
Is he about to get on horny hours? Because he's saying right here, this is about to be for the ladies. Like, he's getting the ladies right. And I don't have a pussy to get wet. I have a dick. So, like, do I skip this? Or do I skip this song? Because I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to get seduced by Ghostface Killah here. 20, the Soon.
See, this that type of shit that feel good. I love this shit. This shit touch my soul. You know, I got a whole soul. And yo, I'm sitting by the pool, sipping on Baileys, reading a big, thick novel by Alex Haley. One chick cleaning my stones, others on the phone painting the nails and start giving me dome. It's pretty tone. Billboard wardrobes, hand-knitted case made from drapes with a hint of gold. Stood trial, but I never told. Tuxedo gangsters ordering sharp. 30,000 a tab, straight from the start. Shark meat so delicate, keep falling apart. Trips to Africa, frame of mind, Nas and belly. No Wi-Fi, only landlines and tellies. I need a queen.
Is does Nas act in the movie Belly? I feel like I seen not a trailer, but I seen like the picture for the movie Belly. Is that, I'm assuming, is Nas in it? Like, is Nas a character? I fuck with this. I first sure thought we were gonna get Grown and Sexy, like he said on that track. I mean, he literally said in Lenny Green's, he said he was about to get grown sexy, like he was about to make a fuck you track. But this seems like it's just old school, like just straight raw thoughts, you know, him talking about just like his life. I mean, he's just literally talking about what it is to be Ghostface in 2025, right?
Shea butter on skin, the sun look crazy over duvet covers.
I spoke too soon.
Gucci Ottoman stars in line, show me a sign like it came from Solomon. Oh Cleopatra, give me a few words. Calligraphy, love letters and wine over dessert. From different angles, she said my angel. And when I was lost, she played her part. She drew on my soul and traced my heart. Electric currents was flowing, we ignited a spark. Drenched the mind in a bowl full of rubies, covered in crystals, beautiful spirit, clean as a whistle. Big house on the water, maybe a son or a daughter.
Okay, this is by far one of my favorite songs of the album, but for sure. Hallelujah! I like this song. Alright, y'all, we're getting to the last official track of the album called You, My Friend. And then we have another skit to end the album with. So we're going to get that done. Let's get straight to it. That last track, Assume, is probably one of my favorites off the album, just from production and just overall the message and the storytelling ability on that one. I feel like, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm still young. You know, this album is not necessarily speaking to me in a very personal, deep inside level because I'm not a father, I'm not an OG, I'm not a business lady. You know, I'm not all these things that Ghostface is, right? I'm in the bottom of the food chain. So, you know, I'm not necessarily going to sit here and be like Clientele Part 1 is my favorite album. Like, this impacted me all the way through my career. No, I'm just taking in the knowledge. I'm taking in the fire. I'm taking in, you know, the fact that I'm here. This is a moment in time right now, okay? So with that being said, the storytelling, I feel like it's an art that young people should start picking because young people need a storytell too, you know? I wish there was somebody as like Ghostface with the ability to rap at this level that's speaking on things that is happening to a 22-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not pushing 50. I'm not, you know, this black successful businessman. I'm just this Latino sitting down in his computer listening to an album that dropped Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very difficult to me to pick this album and hug it and be like, you're my favorite album of all time. That's not what we're here for. We're here to take in the culture, take in, you know, what is new from them, right? Let's get to the next track called You, My Friend. Ghostface Method Man on this one.
Yo, if you so-called my friend, would you give me a kidney? Hold on now, I know you go to war with me. If I die, will you still stop by the crib to check on my kids without fucking my whiz? You my friend, right? Stop playing, Ghost. You my friend, right? You stop playing. Would you slide them a few ones if they get hungry? Even if it's your last little bit of money? Would you think about me? Still pray for me. On my birthday, bake a little cake for me. Look at our pictures, go to my gravesite.
Y'all bake cakes for your friends? Like, is that a little bit of like hold up? Is that sus? A little bit? Baking a cake for your friend? Is that sus?
Yeah, right? Let's keep it real around the board. We all men, right? Would you feed me if I was in the wheelchair? Visit me every day cause you still care?
No,
You
okay.
say you love me. Bruv, I love
I see what he's doing. He's taking this intimate moments and see if a homie would really do that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, wouldn't Ghostface and Method Man be the same age if they're homies? So wouldn't Ghostface, if he's old and he needs somebody to feed him grapes, right? Or if he needs somebody to feed him like applesauce because he's getting old, wouldn't Method Man be in the same facility as Ghostface because they grew up together, they're homies, so they both would be old? I'm just saying, but I mean, I get the message. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm just making fun of the track. I'm just making a little joke, okay? But literally, of course, you know, friends, if you have a friend that is of this level of intimate, then that's cool. But me personally, I've never been a person who would rely on, I mean, I used to, don't get me wrong. When I was in high school, middle school, simp to girls and simp to my friends. But as I get older, as I grow older, I realize that it's just you and your family, you and your wifey, maybe your kids, maybe you have a few, 3 or 4 friends, you know, 3 or 4 friends. But just because you have close friends doesn't mean that you got to get in this level of intimate. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can just keep a certain level of, like, you know, respect. Like, friends don't got to go this far. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, that's just how I feel on that. Let me know if I'm wrong on it. Maybe I just need to go through some therapy or something. Maybe my friends were not the best of friends, you know?
That's if I love you. That's what real brothers do. Look at me, nigga, I fucks with you. Yeah, I love niggas, but that be the same love that I tell my bitches. I'm all about the love with the cool E, not the little fake shit with the UV. Feel me though?
We put us to the sun, brother. The last breath in our lungs and 2 glasses of Guinness.
I like this line right here. He said, I'm all about the love with the cool E, not the little fake shit with the UV. Because, you know, love is spelled L-O-B-E, but some people spell it L-U-B. Fuck with that.
Yeah, you my friend, right? Through thick and thin, right? Closest kin, so we ain't gotta pretend, right? Friends to the end, even if those ends don't end right. Send me them ends if I'm in the pen, I'll send kites. Day 1, guns, since little ones, we spend nights. But mothers is one to stop the fun and end fights. We men, right? Sometimes we fight, we friends, right? Acting on light skin and you ain't even that skin tight. When men fight, they spin the block to end life. You spin the block, ain't sure you hit them, then spin twice. No insight, we ain't see the sign for thin ice. Sensitive types, beware tigers with thin stripes. Staying close to
No side, we ain't see the sign of thin ice. Sensitive type, be aware of tigers with thin stripes. You know, because there might be some sensitive people out there. Feeling hoes in each other's clothes, we still bros. That's crazy.
wish you was here though. Drop a tear for the years, bro. Been years since I heard from my peers. Where did the years go?
We brought us to the sun, to the last breath in our lungs, and 2 glasses of killer stuff. Someone to lean on when times are rough. Trustworthy with a man.
Yo, Starks.
Hey, yo, what up, King?
What's up with Knuckles?
Hey, yo, hold on. I'll get him on the phone with you right now. He just came home.
Who's Knuckles? Wu-Tang member?
Hey, yo, what up, Nuck?
Hey, yo, Starks, this Buckles.
Check it out. Nah, Dave asked about you and shit. I got him right here. Hold on.
This Buckles. He locked my pops up again last night, man. You know how he do. He out here, these niggas scared of him, man. But man, I'm out of here. Talk to you later, Starks. Yo, Dave, fuck your life.
Wu-Tang, bye! Wu-Tang, bye!
Hey man, Wu-Tang Bow! That's from that Stick and Stones, I believe. I don't know. Dave Chappelle had a few comedies on Netflix. That's definitely from one of his specials. Hey yo, shout out to Ghostface, man. We're already hit the end of the album here. Man, what I gotta say is, you know, as a person who, you know, as a 22-year-old person who's never heard of like the 90s like that, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously we heard the little bits of stuff that we reacted to in the channel, but as a person who's just getting introduced to Wu-Tang, Ghostface, Raekwon, all those guys, to be able to, you know, sit here and react to a full-fledged new album by Ghostface, it's a privilege, man. And to be Supreme Clientele Part 2, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some cool stuff, you know. If anything, I gotta check out the first album and compare. So definitely look forward to that on the channel. I'm definitely gonna peep the first album. Man, just amazing. My favorite tracks in here. The Curtis May, Rap Kings grew on me heavily. The Trial, Love Me Now, Love Me Anymore. I mean, there's some other songs in here that I really mess with. I think it was The Fourth Disciple. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Obviously, this album is gonna stick for the OGs. I wonder how it's gonna do. I gotta look at some interviews. With that being said, though, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next video. Let me know down in the comments below how y'all mess with this album. What's your favorite tracks of this album? Y'all excited for maybe another Ghostface or maybe another Wu-Tang member drop? Or maybe Nas is dropping next, who knows? With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.